Lee sound or studio caddy type of shit. Dope.
Let's do this real quick. Now, while we're here, thank you, Bruce Gardner, for joining us today. Thank you, Gordon Jones, for joining us today. This is called Studio Sessions, okay?
All right.
And what we basically do is we're just gonna get together, put something together, and see how we can get from nothing to something.
Hey.
When I got out of Hampton, I got a job. And it was nothing to do with music. I had a degree in jazz studies, and I hated the job. So, one day I just quit and I worked for Carnival Cruise Lines.
Right,
I played for Carnival Cruise Lines for about 7-8 months before I got over that.
Right.
Came back to the United States and came to the South Ballroom and saw this group called Jamiroquai.
Oh yeah.
Ran to Carl Denson, hung out with that guy. Next thing you know, I'm kind of hanging out at a jam session, and the musical director for Corey Harris says, "I've been looking for you."
Wow.
And he goes, "I want to start you off with Corey Harris." And then for the next 15 years, I was on international tour with Corey.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then
awesome.
COVID, right before COVID, we were in.
Yeah, tell me about that. You told me that before. Tell me about that story. You were where?
We were in Shanghai.
Right.
And
Right when it kicked off.
Right when we kicked off. So we were in Shanghai. We were opening the Blue Note. That whole month, that was the first month or the week or whatever the Blue Note was opening in Shanghai. So we were being courted by Blue Note Records.
Right, right.
We were supposed to go to Tokyo. So we had played just the week after Kamasi Washington was there. Wow.
Right.
So we're following right up behind him. So Kamasi's over in Japan, we're over in Shanghai. All of a sudden we start hearing rumblings about this COVID. I'm like, okay, right. All right, fellas, you got a choice. We know you're under contract with Blue Note, and you have a right to work. However, with the conditions being as they are, if you go to Tokyo, you may not be allowed back in the United States.
Wow.
So you're gonna make your choice, you're gonna make it now.
Right.
Like TikTok, now. Because we gotta get you on the plane. We gotta get you back.
Right.
So we chose to come back to the United States.
Now, Bruce, the thing that's interesting about you is you have, 3 albums out?
Yes.
You have 3 albums out. You have charted twice with both of them without going anywhere.
Yeah, it's funny.
Because you, like me, are a dad
Yes.
and a family man, and we got stuff to do.
It's got stuff to do.
And
I
yet,
had diapers to change at the time.
tell me about the record that you put out that charted higher than Raheem DeVaughn.
Oh, well, that was interesting. It was a chart in England at the time, and this was like maybe last year. I believe it was last year. I released my 3rd album entitled Dulcet, and during COVID, it was just like, okay, well, you can't do anything. So I had time to basically learn how to navigate the internet a little bit, as far as like just, okay, well, email this person, talk to this person, talk to these bloggers, these DJs, and thankfully, they were home doing nothing too. So energy to just keep going. I wish I had a little bit more, because there's so much more that you can do, with the videos and blogging and just getting more people out there and just crowdfunding to get a tour going and all that. But now that things are starting to settle down a little bit more, I hope to be more like Gordon and hopefully see some of this world outside of the DMV. Right. And take the music there too,
Right, because the good news is it's all in your hands.
Yeah.
The bad news is
it's
all in your hands.
It's all in your hands.
Exactly.
I saw an interview with Moby, and he said he had there was a whole squad of his friends who consciously elect not to participate in the music business. I'm gonna just do my thing for me, and that's it.
Right. I'm starting to see that happen a lot more too, where a lot of people they're not going to the engine. They're not distributing their stuff on iTunes or putting their stuff up for Spotify or anything like that. Right. They're like, if you want to hear me, see me, you go to my enterprise. You go to my webpage, and that's where everything is.
Right. All right, well,
You know?
I tell you what.
Yeah.
Let's get out on some music then.
Word.
And we'll just jam out a little
Cool.
bit. This is the one I sent you.
Oh, let's listen to that. Oh, yeah.